Why must I suffer daily? My life is slipping away. I love that these people find these demons.
It's somehow it's always about them.
Yeah,
so it's not
right. Even after they kill kids, they're like, well, I'm the one who's suffering.
Bro, in like 15 years, there's going to be an Oscar-winning movie about IDF soldiers suffering through the trauma of killing Palestinian children. You guys realize they did the same thing about the war on terror, right?
Yeah,
they did the same thing with
Iraq,
It turns psychotic, evil assholes into heroes. Oh my God, I'm so sad. I murdered people. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, to keep it a bit, like a lot of those soldiers don't even feel like that. Like they keep it to them. That's why suicides went up so much. Because they're like, I'm embarrassed to talk about the shit that I've done.
Now it's on us, man, because now it's time for the people who live under Zionist occupation. Like if you're in the UK, your society's cooked. They arrested 30 people a day.
Bro, yeah. Shit, boy, I thought US is cooked. UK, y'all getting
you got cooked
for social media posts.
They said, "Watch what you post," in a very ominous way.
Yeah.
And then you have Germany. Germany is literally ran by BlackRock. The prime minister directly from BlackRock. Larry Ellison. I have a hotspot video that came out today. Larry Ellison is literally our shadow president. We live under Zionist occupation.
Is it really a shadow president, Nick? Is it shadow at this point? Like, he's not even trying to pretend like he don't run the country at this point.
It's on us now, fam. That's the point I'm making. It's on us. Let me finish the statement, because even as I analyze this even more and as I see more reaction coming in, I'm very interested in seeing how this is going to go. I have Aaron Good from the American Exceptionalist podcast. Come join me on Monday. That's a great guest to have me on Monday. So me and Aaron Good, we're going to analyze the result of this over the weekend. If you're new, if you're watching this, make sure you like and subscribe. Good news, because you guys don't only care about the numbers across all platforms. We have 1,000 across all platforms now, according to this app on StreamYard. So I'm glad that we have the RBN homies following us across platforms, and that's our main focus now. We're trying to focus on as many platforms as we can, because we can't rely on YouTube. So I appreciate everyone who's watching on these. Look, I see people on Rumble, I see people on Kick, I see X comments. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I have one more paragraph I want to read. I stopped there because this paragraph, the one I just read, I believe is literally fighting chess. I think this is what that last paragraph is what making Zionists panic more than anything, because that's them essentially sideswiping that Tony Blair bullshit. You know that whole Tony Blair nonsense? Nah, we're not doing that. And watch the international community support us. Because even the sellouts, I bet you, like the people like the Pope, all the Arab leaders, all the people who support the plan in the first place because they are cowardly sellouts, I bet you they're not in love with that detail. You know what I mean? It's not like the people who supported the Gaza peace plan are Tony Blair fans. You think they're going to be upset that Hamas said we don't want Tony Blair? No. So Hamas knew that that's something they can easily throw off the table and they still would seem reasonable. Maybe I'm being a little bit too.
There's no. That's like the most reasonable. Like, hey man, so the only way we're going to give hostages is if you're not blowing shit up, and we want to make sure that Palestinians are running Palestine. I think that's like the most reasonable thing you could possibly ask for. And you're going to look like an asshole if you come out and be like, "That's insane!" Like you're going to look like, you're going to look like Lindsey Graham. That's what you're going to look like. And who wants to look like Lindsey Graham?
And actually, I just saw this. So look at this. This is already hinted towards it, but this is Lindsey Graham reaction before I finish it. Hamas' recent response to President Trump's plan to end the war, which Israel has accepted, not really true, but I can tell later, is unfortunately predictable. A classic yes, but. No disarmament, keeping Gaza under Palestinian control, and tying hostage releases to negotiations. Now, the three reasons why Lindsey Graham is melting down is why I was skeptical.
Hold up. Tying hostage release to negotiations, isn't that literally the entire ceasefire deal? Tying hostage?
Isn't that how this shit works?
Isn't that how diplomacy works? Trying to negotiate.
I just thought it was very interesting. He said, keeping Gaza under Palestinian control. That's an incredible condition.
Palestine under Palestinian control. The hell you think this is? Democracy? Like,
So in a scenario where we never been before, remember it, like Palestine always been drowning, but now we in a scenario where Israel is isolated like never before, where Europeans are hitting the street, general strikes are being planned because flotillas are flying into Gaza.
bro.
In this situation, who do you think going to win the battle ideas? The people who say, "Hey, man, we're willing to lay down our arms and give up political power for peace," or the person saying, "You can have Palestinians in control of Gaza." Let's pipe Lindsey Graham. I want to see Lindsey Graham everywhere. I want his statements to be plastered all over the world because this is what Hamas is expecting. Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to chime in. Feel free.
No, I just want to like. He's like, oh, it's a classic yes, but like, yeah, isn't that's like a negotiation? Like, yeah, man, I'm negotiating for my salary. Like, hey, man, yeah, I'm cool with this and this, but I would like this and this as well. Is that reasonable? Like, yeah, it's a fucking negotiation. Classic yes, but yes, it's classic for negotiation.
And they full of shit because what he accused Hamas of doing is exactly what Israel did. Remember how Arab countries was upset? Remember Arab countries was upset because Benjamin Netanyahu made revisions to the Gaza peace plan that they didn't approve of. So Trump gave a Gaza peace plan. Go ahead, Niko.
I was going to just say also the difference between yes but and for Palestinians and yes but with Israel. So like the yes but with Palestinians, hey, like we just want to make sure Palestine's run by Palestine's run by Palestinians. The yes but for Israel was we just want to make sure that we can try to assassinate all Hamas leaders in the middle of a peace negotiation in another country. Do you see the difference between the yes buts here? Like.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Let's negotiate, but after we try to fucking take out your entire leadership.
That's a great point, Niko.
Like, apples and oranges here, guys.
Great point, Niko. This, in essence, is a rejection by Hamas. That's not how Donald Trump read it, because Donald Trump was so ecstatic over Hamas, he even posted Hamas's statement because this motherfucker is a boomer. Like, I don't know if he thought he was posting his statement. You know how he called out Pam Bondi in public, which was clearly meant to be a DM. He was like, Pam Bondi, we're supposed to go after my political enemies. So essentially, this boomer reposted Hamas's letter, which called out Israel for committing a genocide and used terms like occupation. So thank you, genius. So Donald Trump is ecstatic about this. And he said, I'm going to share this now. Here's Donald Trump tweet.
You're going to double down now because if he said it, you know how Trump is. Trump don't tweet some shit out. And then like Renee, he's like, man, shit, now I gotta pretend like I did this shit on purpose.
Hey, bro, Niko, Benjamin Netanyahu is about to get Trump's ass. But the Likud party is about to get his ass because already kind of hinted towards this. We're going through the story in a particular order. I want to present it to you guys. Because, as I mentioned earlier, Israelis are furious. They are furious at Donald Trump. Because I explained to you guys how Hamas was setting a political trap for Israel, right? That's what we've been discussing for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Donald Trump dove right into it. This motherfucker took Hamas's bait perfectly. Exactly how Hamas. So Donald Trump now put pressure on Israel themselves. Look, based on the statement just issued by Hamas, I believe they are ready for a lasting peace. So is it Donald Trump being thirsty for a peace prize? Look, Israel must immediately stop the bombing of Gaza. So immediately Israel checkmated. Because now you got your homies going after you. Even your homies telling you to calm down.
Are you tripping?
You guys see what happened here? Now you guys see why I flipped on my. First I was super doomer. Now you guys see why I'm motherfucking super static about what's going on here.
Now. I see it.
Yeah,
now. I see it.
Yeah, this is like right after he like let Netanyahu hang out in the White House, like open the door for him, like he was on a date and shit. And like the next day, he's like, "Hey man, y'all gotta chill, man. I know I ain't said that in front of the camera and all that, but like now." Like, because the whole world's watching, and I just accidentally reposted Hamas' statement. Double down time.
So in an era where Americans are worried about Israeli influence on our government, what do you think will happen to the American populace opinion of Israel if they see their president of the United States tell Israel to stop bombing Hamas in Gaza after Hamas accepted the peace proposal? And like David said, I think David's 100% right. Israel is going to violate this. But how bad will that make Israel look in American eyes? That The MAGA Zionist president told them not to bomb Gaza, and they still violate the peace deal.
What did Laura Loomer? Had Laura Loomer responded to this?
Oh, we should look it up live. I'm sure she having a
continue. I got you.
Yeah, go ahead. Because I need you to look into that for me because I'm sure Laura Loomer.
Because whoa. For Qatar tweet. Oh, it's because is Trump being secretly funded by Qatar?
I'm also going to show you guys how there's Israeli meltdown over this. I still got to finish the last paragraph of the Hamas statement, but I'm gonna show you guys what Donald Trump immediately loved it. So I don't know if they analyzed it like this, like we did. I don't know if Trump just wanted to say he finally ended the conflict, so he didn't give a fuck with him. I don't know what the fuck Donald Trump thought he was doing when he wrote this tweet.
It's Cope from Laura Loomer.
What she say?
Here is so, oh my God, y'all. Oh, you gonna love this, Nick.
Can you share the screen, Niko? Are you able to share screen?
I believe I can. I believe I can, because you're gonna love this, especially given that.
Yeah, anything you find, man, feel free. You can put it up on the screen if you find some shit that we covering this live together. So I'm sure you're gonna find some. You
see me?
Let me see if I put it up. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put yours up. Here it is.
Yeah. So this is what Laura Loomer had to say about Trump's tweet. Here is a response Hamas sent to President Trump about his proposed peace deal. White House tweeted, but then deleted.
Oh, he deleted it. Oh, that's hilarious.
And they clarified it. She don't even know. There's no way she even figured out like that. Trump came out and was like, "Nah, actually, Hamas like is perfectly reasonable, and I actually think that they're ready for peace." Because this was an hour ago. She tweeted this out an hour ago, like braggadociously, as if it was like some sort of gotcha. Not realizing Trump is like, Hamas is ready for lasting peace, and Israel needs to stop bombing.
And we just scratching the surface, guys.
Yeah, what happened when that dick you've been sucking goes flaccid right at Williams in your mouth? Damn. Means you ain't. Hey, listen now. He said you ain't sucking it right. That's what they said.
I'm so glad we had Hotspot Brothers live to cover this shit live, bro, because this is
that's crazy. Like it's like an hour ago, you didn't bother to check if Trump actually clarified the statement before you put that out.
All right, I'm gonna finish the Trump. I'm gonna finish the Trump statement. I'm gonna go back to Hamas statement and finish it, and then I'm gonna show you guys the immediate Israeli reaction, which is as glorious as you expect it would be. They realized they've been checkmated, and this. I love what Hamas did in response to this because they had all the pressure on them. The Arab League was like, Hamas, you got to accept this deal. The Pope sold them out. The Pope said you got to accept this deal. And Hamas like, all right, bet, watch this. Maybe I'm being too optimistic now, but I think this was an amazing move by Hamas. So here's Donald Trump. Based on the statement just issued by Hamas, I believe they're ready for a lasting peace. Israel just must immediately stop the bombing of Gaza so that we can get the hostages out safely and quickly. Right now, it's far too dangerous to do that. We are already in discussions on the detail to be worked out. You guys see how Donald Trump immediately undercut the Israelis?
Wow.
Bro, he literally is like, dog. Ooh, I know Netanyahu mad. And he waited till he left. He waited till Netanyahu went out. Like, hey, man, got something for your ass. I feel like it was weird whenever he asked Netanyahu if he wanted questions from the press. And Netanyahu was like, nah, man. Like, well, you want something? You want a question from somebody you like, at least? He's like, nah, I'm good, dog, I'm good. And he waited until Netanyahu left and then dropped a bomb on Israel, ironically. Like, because that's, no, bro, like, this is a, you have to understand. So we've learned, so can I put this in the context of what has happened over the last week, Nick, on the conservative side? Candace Owens has decided she's going to go to war with TPUSA and has actually been withholding information because everybody thought she was like seeking drama. But based off of what she said, I understand now why she didn't put out everything the way she wanted to. She was giving you executives and people that are probably still some of her friends the opportunity to tell the truth. And she came out and said, so I just want simple yes or no answers. Did Charlie Kirk not come to you guys and say, I have no choice but to cut all ties with the pro-Israel movement, specifically because of Jewish donors? It's just yes or no. That's what she said. She said, did Charlie Kirk not come to me and plan on bringing me back to TPUSA 48 hours before he was shot in the neck. And the reason why he chose to do that is because he got tired of the Israeli lobby attempting to bully him into not bringing her back. And she was like, it's a yes or a no. Is it true or is it not? I'm over, and she's like, and if I'm asking, it's because I got the receipts, but I'm gonna give y'all time to tell the truth. And because my opinion has been for since this came out, like, okay, just because Charlie was questioning, that doesn't necessarily mean that was the reason he got killed. It could have served as like a viable excuse to justify split. Because I found it weird how he was killed, and then right as the entire world was coming together, right as both sides were coming together, all of a sudden he's killed, the left's to blame, and now we're arguing over who's the violent side, arguing over who really killed Charlie, instead of what was happening right before, which is everybody going after Israel. Everybody realizing that the genocidal nature of this fucking psychotic Zionist state. And you got Megyn Kelly questioning him, Charlie Kirk questioning them, Patrick Bet-David getting ripped in the comment sections just for interviewing Netanyahu. I mean, bro they were getting worked. And Charlie Kirk get hit, and now all of a sudden focus changes. But what happens? Candace says what Charlie Kirk really felt. So does Tucker, comes out and says, yeah, actually, Charlie didn't even fucking like Bibi Netanyahu. So there's that. We're finding out he rejected $150 million from Israel, which is a whole different thing. And I'm like, who at this point, because Candace Owens is, in my opinion, extremely more popular and more reasonable and level-headed and definitely was closer to Charlie. And she has gotten more popular, ladies and gentlemen, after going after Israel. Even Tucker Carlson, when he finally saw the light, he got more popular after going after Israel. So now it's a question of the bottom line. Because when I found out I can leave Ben Shapiro's network and get more popular, when I found out that TPUSA is willing to bring me back after going after Israel because they saw me blow the fuck up after, now, do you not think that Trump is paying attention to all this right now?
That's why
he see with the wind blowing. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, man, hey, bro, I'm sorry, but you not the shit anymore. You not the guy no more, man. What you want me to do? You know how this game is played. You've always known who I am, BB. You've always known who I am. When it's time to talk shit about Kim Jong-un and threaten him with nuclear war, that's what I'll do. When it's time to put together a peace deal and have him and President Moon shake hands and try to get a Nobel Peace, that's what I'll do. Whatever's more popular at the time. So, if you want to be the guy again, raise your bet. Put my money on the table and we'll see where it goes. But at this moment, he sees where the wind is blowing. And that's what it ultimately comes down to, which is great for the Palestinian movement, because we've always said even if it's superficially, was going to bring an end to this war, was going to end the occupation eventually, is going to be the right, that the top of the right and the top of the left coming together on this issue. And we've also, I think most of us have agreed that once you solve the issue of Zionism, especially in the context of this genocide, all of a sudden you realize, oh shit, I think that we've actually been getting played on way more issues than we originally thought. And we agree more than what we thought we did. Because I heard from Zionists about the influence from conservatives, the influence Israel was having in Africa, in Sudan specific. I was like, what? First of all, when the hell did y'all start caring about Sudan? That's what I was curious about, first of all. Second of all, did I just start from a conservative? Like, this is a few months back. I'm like, did I just start from conservatives that Israel have been involved in this problem in South Sudan? Like, that's wild. When did y'all start caring? Because they're realizing how much Zionists are controlling and putting their hands in everything. Yeah. And so the deeper you go down the rabbit hole of just how involved Zionists are, like this TikTok shit. China. And then Netanyahu literally comes out and be like, yeah, man, basically, bitch, we did that. We set up that cell just for us. He literally come on, class. What do we just buy? TikTok. Yeah, because we need to control the algorithms. Well, bro, it's too late for that shit. First of all, it's too late because Donald Trump just came out and dared you to not accept this deal.
Yep,
because he doesn't want to be known as a guy who served as 4 years
funny
straight
story.
under genocide. Go ahead,
David.
Funny story. I'm looking at a headline on Hotspot, and it says Israel has just violated the peace agreement.
Of course. Is that like new? Like that just happened? Jesus Christ. Of course.
Of course it did. And in fact, I would make an argument that it was directly because of what Trump said.
They knew they were checkmate.
Right? Do y'all not agree? Like, oh, what the fuck did you just say? We gotta bomb somebody. We gotta bomb somebody today. Okay.
Who the fuck y'all think y'all talking to? You think we reasonable? We want to bomb everything right now. Let me share this quickly, and I want you guys to react to it. And then I know, David, you got a story you want to cover about Africa and United States soldiers and what the fuck we do over there. So I'm going to get to that here very soon. I think we did a great initial breakdown of this. I'm going to have more coverage of this with Aaron Good on Monday. I'm going to just read a few more things. I'm going to show you just a few reactions from Israeli media. I see people posting this everywhere. Look. Breaking: Israeli media is in a state of meltdown after Trump announced that there's going to be a deal with Hamas. In Gaza, they celebrate. This is according to one ultra-Orthodox Israeli outlet. So in Israel, they're complaining that people in Gaza are celebrating. Like, are Israelis so crazy? This is why the West is so psychotic. This is the same thing they will say about the peace deal in Ukraine. They will say we can have a peace deal with Russia because that will benefit Putin. How many times you guys heard that? We can't accept this ceasefire deal because it will benefit Putin. Yeah, you idiot.
Oh, man, my favorite one is we can't accept the ceasefire deal because somehow Putin will now invade Poland. That's the one that be getting me.
It's like, dipshit. The whole point of a peace deal that is benefit both sides in some way. That's the whole point of a peace deal. This is why Israelis will never make peace with the Palestinians, because they view any deal that is positive in any way to the Palestinians as an immediate loss. You guys see? So it doesn't matter if it's good for Israelis. You got less IDF soldiers who would die. They don't care because they're a death code. They don't value human life. They don't care if an Israeli Jew come back in a body bag, as long as Palestinians suffer.
To be fair, they kind of turn into bitches in real time. They are. To be fair, like it was like that in the beginning. But we seeing some bitch assity in real time. Like, man, look, dog. Like, I hate the Palestinians as much as you do, but your ass ain't fighting nobody. And matter of fact, what happened to all these hearings that you were supposed to be having?
Have you ever seen those videos? And there's one that happened recently where IDF soldiers said that he eats a bullet every time he closes his eyes. He's like, you guys turned me to a child murderer. I kill people for you. And you guys are bandits. And then wherever they have these meltdowns at the Knesset, you see one of the Likud party members like, nigga, shut the fuck up, man up.
Damn. Yeah, like they're doing the fighting,
like,
bro.
Those moments in the Knesset, they never show in Western media. I live for them. Every single time a video like that comes out, their reaction is always the same. The Israeli politicians never like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, we should never did. They always like, nigga, shut the fuck up, you little pussy. Your job is to kill Arabs for us.
No, anyway, Arabs kill kids. Kill kids and deal with the trauma and PTSD from that, so we don't have to. Not that we would, because that's like, you know how cowardly that is actually. Like when you really think about it, these politicians would never pull the trigger in situations like this, like what we're seeing right now. They would never mass bomb hospitals. They would never actually go up there and start killing because they couldn't take the trauma. So they send some young British citizen with dual citizenship in Israel to do it for them because they're fucking cowards. Because you know what I'm saying? Like that's the truth. Like, oh, shut up and man up and embrace the trauma that I would never even try to engage in. Like it's insane, bro. Like, but it's okay. The universe will have its day. It will have.
This is the video I'm referencing right here. where this guy said, I slaughtered countless babies for Israel. This is the thing I get. So this guy is so psychotic. He's not even like mourning the Palestinians he murdered. He's like, why you guys taking care of me? I was your hitman. I killed the Arab Force. So
is he American? He sounds American. I mean, he don't sound American, but that's an American ass thing to say.
Why must I suffer daily? My life is slipping away. I love that these people find these demons.
It's somehow it's always about them.
Yeah,
so
it's not right. Even after they kill kids, they're like, well, I'm the one who's suffering.
Bro, in like 15 years, there's going to be an Oscar-winning movie about IDF soldiers suffering through the trauma of killing Palestinian children. You guys realize they did the same thing about the war on terror, right?
Yeah,
they did the
right.
same thing
Yep.
It turns psychotic, evil assholes into heroes. Oh my God, I'm so sad. I murdered people. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, to keep it a bit, like a lot of those soldiers don't even feel like that. Like they keep it to them. That's why suicides went up so much. Because they're like, I'm embarrassed to talk about the shit that I've done. Like, that's how crazy that shit is.
Yeah, that's why
can I defend you really quick, Nick? Can I defend your comments about? So Nick has been on Twitter, and I feel him because every time something like this happens, or when Palestinians are experiencing some type of like a bombardment, which is I guess every day, but like when a major event happens, Nick gets on Twitter, and I know I feel him. I guess I kind of feel the same way because I feel the same way about Eric and Kirk whenever people are gaslighting, like you can't talk about what you're seeing. Like, and he's like, hey man, look, Jews, y'all ain't the fucking victims. Stop fucking getting on here and like crying and talking about how like, oh my God, look at how bad y'all are making us look. Oh my God, look at us again. Instead of like acknowledging the suffering of the Palestinians who were just fucking slaughtered. Like, y'all are not understand. Listen, we understand that some people feel the need to call attention to what's happened to the Palestinians, but in a like this whole shit where like Jewish person calls out Jewish person like that shit is tired, dog. It really, and I understand why he's so pissed. Like, you don't have to jump on every day and be like, it's not all Jews. Like, it ain't all white people that hate black people, bitch. But like, you ain't gotta say that every time a black person get killed by a cop. We know. Stop stating the obvious. And it's already been stated so many times that like, y'all, it's like every time the Palestinians start getting slaughtered again in high numbers, you use it as an opportunity to engagement farm.
We had Nerdine, who was a prominent Palestinian journalist, and she was asking tough questions that made a lot of anti-Zionist Jews upset. She asking questions like, why are there Jewish organizations that have members that make 6 figures a month profiting off of genocide? Like, what are you doing?
Like, and how much of that money is getting donated to the Palestinian cause?
And you're the bad guy if you mention that. You're like, hey man, I support you being Jewish and supporting the Palestinian cause, but why are you getting super rich off of it? Why you not tell LOPs about it? And go ahead, Niko.
Rich as fuck. Not little rich. Like, y'all were already making money. Y'all were already, like, the reason a lot of them got the platform that they got because they were already well off. And it's like, we're going to take advantage of our Jewishness in a way that, like, and we can speak to the contrast of what would happen as black people when we focus on shit like Breonna Taylor and the way she was killed, Eric Garner and the way he was killed, obviously George Floyd. Like, we suffer the consequences of focusing on the details of what happened over and over and over and over again. Even today, we suffer the consequences of just explaining, like, this man Trump didn't go after law-abiding immigrants. He went into motherfuckers' jobs. Oh, excuse me. Now he didn't go after criminals. He didn't go after drug traffickers. He went into people's jobs. He went after taxpayers, people waiting to get responses on their visas, and then pretending like he was cleaning the streets with crime. And people were like, oh my God, you're anti-American. But in this particular case, because it is popular to oppose genocide, like, oh God, y'all figured out the code, cracked the code, didn't you? But it is even more popular to be Jewish, turn yourself into the victim of a Palestinian struggle, and then talk about the Palestinian struggle and get rich. Like, yeah, I understand why he's pissed. I understand why he feels the need to say that. And if you have a problem with that, then that's because you're probably one of the ones who spends more time retweeting the Jewish people, turning themselves into the victim while talking about this problem, instead of retweeting the actual Palestinians, the actual Arabs that are dealing with the problem. That's why people were pissed. Just want to be clear about that. Sorry, go ahead.
You spitting, brother. That sums it up perfectly, because a lot of these people, and I wouldn't even say I'm mad at them. It's just a critique. The number one victim of this genocide, I wouldn't even say a victim of this genocide. It's not our job to do PR for Judaism. And a lot of these Jewish people in this moment, they are upset. Not that we are under Jewish fascism, that we are, because we are all victims of the genocide. They are upset because the genocide is making their religion look bad. And they openly said, you guys are making Jews look bad. Y'all putting it's not about you. Like, even outside of the Palestinian people, you realize people are being arrested in the UK. You guys realize people's lives have been ruined. I know I have a friend who was a professor. He was fired for sharing opinions that I have on the Palestine conflict. I know friends personally lost their jobs. Dr. Sabrina, we had her on the show. She lost her job criticizing the genocide going on in Gaza. So everyone, emphasized by everyone, is a victim of the Zionist regime. So not only Palestinians, but everyone. So despite everyone being fired, all of us being financially retaliated against, I'm unhireable, guys. You guys realize if this shit doesn't work for me, I'm never getting a job again. Like, my days work for Toyota and Honda is over. I will never get a job at Lexus ever again. I will never work for the gas company like I used to again. I'm unhireable. You search my name, you'll see the ADO, their article about my anti-Semitic statement. I'm never getting hired again.
They're gonna be on that same boat, cuz we're going to make our own flotilla for fishing. That's
the point I'm making. If I can't make my own money as an independent journalist, I'm screwed. I'm gonna be homeless if this shit fails, because I am a victim of financial retaliation by Zionists, like everyone else is. So as everyone else is going through this massive trauma of being victims of Zionist occupation in this country, the Jews are like, "Oh my God, you guys are making my religion look bad."
How many Jewish people got fired from these universities?
Zero.
I'm asking like out of genuine curiosity, because I know that Arabs got fired, Black people got fired, like Christians have been fired, students have been expelled, etc. Like people being deported. Okay, so like, even though we do know that factually speaking, there are Jewish professors and Jewish students who have openly protested the genocide, how many Jewish professors have been fired? None. In fact, whenever they fired the Black professor at Harvard, you know what they replaced her with? A Jewish anti-Zionist.
Yep.
A white Jewish male anti-Zionist. He's anti-Zionist. Like, holds basically the same views as her. And y'all don't think that's weird? Like, how the hell do you make yourself the fucking victim? I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna give you an example. So Max Blumenthal is Jewish, but what's crazy is, like, when you hear other Jewish commentators in that like level of popularity talk about the issue, they always bring up the fact that they're Jewish. Max almost never brings it up. He never. People have to. Yeah, like as a Jewish person, he's like, yo, I don't practice, bro. Like, I'm not like, I don't practice. Like, he has to like stop them from bringing it up and like, let's focus on the Palestinians, please. This isn't my opinion as a Jewish person.
That's how it's done.
This is my opinion as Max Blumenthal, investigative journalist, and let's leave it at that. Like, I don't like when people say like, oh, Jewish journalist calls out. They're like, what the fuck? Did you call him out or not? Like, okay, you called him out and you're a journalist. Why do I got to be like, am I a Black? I don't like to be looked at as a Black journalist telling the truth of what happened to George Floyd or Breonna Taylor. Like, I just want to be seen as a journalist. Yeah. I coincidentally happen to be Black. But if I was white, my opinion wouldn't move based on the available facts.